There's a spider in my soup. How did it get in my soup? I don't understand. There's a spider in my soup, Mr. Whack. Spider soup. Ooh, that's disgusting. Well, let us continue. Gosh, this trail never ends. That is the lot, Mr. Whack, of the academic. We travel the roads untrodden by most, untrodden by those with any good sense. We travel them constantly, back and forth, without pause. That is what we do, because we are in the pursuit of knowledge. And knowledge cannot be found in convenient places. Knowledge is not found on the street corner, under an awning that protects you from the rain. Knowledge is found at the bottom of deep pits. Knowledge is found in the darkness, where the monsters live. That's right. Knowledge is found at the top of cliffs, much like this. Cliffs that cannot be climbed, cliffs that do not have stairs typically. I mean, this has stairs, but not typically. Oh god, it's getting cold. Right. Put that on. What on earth is going on here? You know, it never ceases to amaze me. You find a beautiful place, and then they build condominiums and things like that, and they ruin it.
Here do we toil.
Here do we toil. Where did he go now,
We
Mr.
might
Whack?
remember. By night we reclaim.
Mr. Whack, what are we doing? Are you digging a hole again?
Far from ourselves.
We've been over this. We do not stop in the middle of an expedition to dig holes. There you are. What are you doing? Explain yourself, please. Can you explain yourself? No. Why do you refuse? Ugh.
Our eyes
I
once
should have
were
known this.
blinded.
Now that he's getting his own correspondence, he's getting full of himself. Yes. It's fine, fine. This is most troubling. Ah, gods in heaven. Well, there we are. Oh, wait a minute. Aha. Wait, Mr. Whack. Prepare yourself. That is not going to work. Alright, ready? Mr. Whack. Look, there are some of your kin down here. We must be careful. Oh, you and your bastard wards. Come now.
And all will be judged.
Yes. You first.
Our hands once were idle.
Are there your kin here? Oh, no. Oh, yes, there are. Hey, Mr. Whack, can you communicate with them? What are they doing? guess not. Well, come. I think we're close to this Look, I don't mean to be judgmental or anything, but I think that you were right to leave. I mean, this is a bit, I don't know, backward, would you say? You are a much more cosmopolitan fellow than these. Yes, come. Where in... Wait a minute. Yes, I don't mean to be judgmental or anything, but... Look, let's take his grapes. Did you get to take his grapes, Mr. Wag? Oh, you missed the whole joke. Ugh, you always lag behind and miss the jokes. Come. Yes. Okay. We are definitely near the Skull Village. This is the mead hall right here. Shall we go see what's up? Are you ready to talk to your people again? Okay. Well, I'm trusting you. Right? If we walk in there and they decide that they like to cook Dunman mages and eat them as the main course, you're going to talk them out of it, right? I'm putting a lot of faith in you, mister. All right, let's go. Come. Oh, yes. Oh, look. Oh. Is this a Reekling dwelling? How absolutely whimsical. I love it. Oh, look. You just stand right in there. I mean, it could use a chair, but still. I like it. What is this? Is that a skull? What kind of skull is that? Is that a Reekling skull? No, that's much too large. Okay, well. No, really. And it's got buck teeth. What is it? Is it just an affectation? Oh, wow. What have they done to this forge? Looks disgusting. They're using it to cook on. All right, all right. Oh, these are wondrous. Could we pack these up and use these as tents instead of our crappy fur ones? I mean, look it. It's got style. It's spherical. It's genius. Okay, well, enough of it. Yes, we come in peace.
You follow me.
What was that?
You follow me.
Oh, I see. Yes. Come, Mr. Wack. I need you to translate. Hello? Quickly.
You follow me.
Well, lead then. All right, Mr. Wack, I feel like we are walking into the jaws of the enemy here. I would hate to get mobbed. Everyone nice and calm. Look at this. They really junked the place up, didn't they? Well.
You follow me. You strong help Prodigious.
Who are you exactly?
You strong help Prodigious.
Well, my man here, Mr. Wack, could you interject? Do you have anything to add? What is going on here?
We family, we strong, you stronger.
Okay, but... So, are you saying you want help? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm having trouble. We have a little bit of a disconnect, I mean, culturally speaking.
Bilgemak, run. Prize beast, run. Fool,
Bilgemak.
Chase away. Bilgemak, fear.
Bilgemak.
You bring he. Follow you. Yes.
What? Bilgemak. Okay, hang on.
Get back. You.
He said Bilgemak. What did he mean by that? Is it an animal? It seems like an animal, Mr. Wack. What say you? Do you have any opinion on this? I'm twisting in the wind, Mr. Wack. Come. Okay, are you helping or not? All right. How about this? I will do the talking, and you look intimidating, right? Yes, you will be the strong man here. All right.
You. Strong. Help. Drive him.
Yes. Okay, why did you take over the hole? I understand you want us to get some kind of creature, but why?
Fire. Gold. Dizzy drink. Happy tribe.
Oh, so you like to stay warm and get bombed, is what you're saying. I see. Political expediency and all that. Where did you live before this, then?
Tribe him live all places. All of world within great water.
Okay. All right.
Bro, ja. You follow me.
You? What's with you now?
You follow me.
Yes, I followed you in here. Okay, I'm in here. So, okay, can we confirm, please? Is this? No. I'm confused. Okay, Your Majesty.
Strong. Help. Drive him. You follow me.
Okay, let's start over. I think I'm understanding a little bit now. You are the chief
Drive him.
and a good dancer, yes? And
We family. We strong. You stronger.
right, and you want our help to get a beast, is that correct?
Bilgemak, run.
Bilgemak,
Prize
yes,
beast,
we discussed it.
run.
Bilgemak is a creature.
Drive him. Chase away. Bilgemak, fear. You bring he. Follow you. Yes.
Well, so Bilgemak is an animal. You want me to bring him back, but I don't understand. Why do you think he would follow me? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Bilgemak, prize beast. You find he. Follow. Bilgemak, love meat. Give meat. He follow. You go. Private.
Oh, God. Okay, are you leading? Are you providing meat?
Bilgemak. Wafatu.
Okay, Mr. Wag, you've got my back, right? Yes.
Oh, kawa.
Okay, so he's pointing this direction. Come, Mr. Wack, quickly. Let's get this over with. I'm a little bit uncomfortable.
Private.
Yeah,
Private.
that is an absolutely garish mask.
Elifaka.
Yeesh.
Elifaka. Kawa.
Yes, I know what that means. Watch your tongue there. Okay, Bilgemak. And he was pointing this direction. Okay. So, listen. I think it was really good of you to get out of there. You don't actually want to go back, right? I don't think so. You seem too smart for that. Let's just do this, right? Something about that, chief. The boss? I don't know what you call him. His grace? I don't know. He doesn't seem right in the head. Oh, goodness. Let's make sure we are on the right track. Wait. This way, look. Bilgemak. Bilge muck. What could that be? And it likes meat. Yes, I went the wrong way. We're on the job. Okay? Alright. Bilge muck. Isn't it an aquatic creature? I mean, bilge muck sounds awfully aquatic, doesn't it? But what kind of aquatic creature could we bring to them that likes meat? I don't understand. What? Is this bilge muck? Easy now. Look, I've got something for you. What do you think? You eat meat? That seems... Oh, well, I suppose. Look, I don't have any meat because I didn't pick up any. Damn it. Mr. Whack. He's begging now. He's disappointed. He's disappointed. Look, let's see. Oh, God. I'm a vegetarian. I have nothing for him. Come, let's go. Quickly. Mr. Whack. Have you been away from your own people so long that you don't recall how this works? I mean, did he not say meat? He said meat. I understand. I understood enough about it. I should have grabbed it myself. Right. Oh boy, how do I explain this? Oh yes, Bilge muck will be on his way directly. We're negotiating with the beast, and we just need some leverage. Ah, yes. Well, hello. Yes, Your Grace. Do you have meat? I'm curious. Is there... Where does one find meat for bilge muck? What do you say? Huh?
Go find Bilgemuck.
Well...
Where beast see you no see.
Look,
Bilgemuck. Go.
Oh, God, you're so bossy. Look, I'm working on it. Give Bilgemuck some meat. Some goddamn meat. Where is the meat? Have you seen it? Look around. What kind of meat does he like? Do they have meat here? Or am I just supposed to go out and slay something? Give him a slab of anything? What? Meat. Okay, well, if they're not providing meat, that means that Marl must become the hunter, which is a little bit outside my expertise and all that. So, okay. Well, let's confirm. Let's confirm. Just to be sure. Oh, God, I have so much junk. How am I supposed to tell what is useful and what is not? Yes. Now, clearly, I do not have any meat. These chicken dumplings do not qualify as meat, I don't think. Not bilge muck meat. So, what do? I just... Can we give it a dumpling? What do you think? We could try. It would certainly be better than Marl electrocuting a deer or something. Don't you think? Let's just try it. Maybe he would like chicken. Do you think? Are you okay with giving up your chicken dumplings? I mean, they are yours after all. I'm just holding them. Well, this is not exactly I don't know what I was expecting. I thought Mr. Whack, as an ambassador to his people, we would sit down and we would have a meal and we would discuss things. We would have negotiations and whatnot. But instead, we are trying to gain the affections of a pig, which is odd, extreme. Yes. So anyway, see, I cannot give you a gift. I need bilgemuck meat, and I'm very confused. Okay, let us find. No, stop bothering me. I don't have it. God, he's persistent. Look, come. Let's see if we can find anything. Any sort of meat. They are not providing the meat. So we are on our own here. Completely. What if we go down to the... Wait. Did I hear hooves? Could it be a deer? How does a mage hunt? I mean, I guess I never thought about it, really. I thought I heard hooves. Well, come. Let's go down here to the coast. I think if I'm going to hunt something, it ought to be very sloppy and slow-moving. You know, like a hawker, perhaps. So, keep your eyes open, really crafty hawker. Yes, very crafty indeed, these creatures. Creatures of legend, Mr. Whack. Fearsome beasts. Quick and agile. Ruthless, deadly. And fat and slow. Oh, yes. Even Marl might be able to dispatch a hawker, should we find one. Oh, God. Oh, bollocks. Yes. Bloody hell. Are you kidding? Oh! Well, hello! How are you? How are you? How do you feel about being crispy? Huh? What do you say? I'm really sorry about this, but... I'm sure you are a lovely beast, and I feel guilty. But what am I to do? I feel awful. We are such docile creatures, and... I take the tusk, okay. There is nothing satisfying whatsoever about killing a hawker, I tell you that. It is a sad affair. Let's see about this idiot. Wakey wakey! Oh, I think you should run toward the flame. Did we get our man or not? I don't think so. It's still glowing. It's so hard to hit from here, but it's much safer, I think. These reavers are awful. It's good practice, I must say. It's just barrage the place. What do you say, Mr. Whack? Just a constant barrage. Ah, good grief. We had a good start, but then somewhere along the line we lost our advantage. Come on, you bastard, stand still, would you? There you go. Am I out of your range? Apparently not. Oh, now I'm swimming. Ooh, that is brisk. Me and my stupid obligations. I hate this job sometimes, I tell you. Ow, the responsibility is the worst. Ow, I'm okay. I'm moving aside here. God damn it. I got shot in the eye. Oh, shut up. I'm really perplexed about this meat thing. It's driving me absolutely batty. Could we cut a leg off the beast and feed it itself? That would be thick, wouldn't it? Come now, let's try it again. What if it doesn't like hawker meat? Am I to run around the island forever? That would be most annoying, I think. Ah, you particles. You infernal particles. Go and just fuck yourself, particles. God. Mr. Wack, I am getting upset. Come. Ugh. Now I've done it. I've compromised my composure. And it's not good. Not good for a man of study to compromise his composure. All right, beast. How are we gonna do this? Look at you. I know. Could you at least attack me? Give me some incentive. There you go. There's a lad. Let's make a sport of it at least. All right. All right, well. Nothing to be done. Ugh. There's an asshole over there. Huh. There's really no way across. And I'll be damned if I'm going to swim that. But he's in there. All right. These obligations are the worst. I think our best bet. We seem to have a reasonable amount of luck from this vantage point, right? I mean, our first attack was quite good, actually. I suppose because we had surprise, a blast of fire. Now, is this ranged? Let's test. Oh, yes. And quite fast. Well, how about we double down on the fire? What do you say, Mr. Wag? Now, he's still there, right? We see a glimmer. Let the bombardment commence. And plenty of splash damage with this spell. Let's Let's make their life a living hell. How about that? As we're just lobbing spells into the ether, maybe we'll get lucky. Certainly better than swimming, don't you think? Swimming is for the birds and the fishes. Damn. Ooh, I think we're doing some damage. Are we still there, though? Ah, this is the worst. Keeps moving around, the bastard. Well, we whittled away at them, but it grows tedious. All right. Well, our Locon indicators have now worn off. I think we've bollocked the whole thing up now. I think we're making things quite miserable over there, though. All right. I feel like we're learning some things about stealth artillery, don't you? Let's try. Ooh. I don't know, what do you say? I can't tell. I see something glowing over there, but is that a fire? Yes, that's a fire. I think we got the job done. What do you say? Should we go try and feed some hawker to a pig? Seems odd, but sure. Let's go. Let's see if we can wrap this thing up. Wrap it up, Mr. Whack. Wrap it up indeed. Ugh. Do-dee-doo-dee-doo. There's a spider in my soup, and I don't know how we got there. Spiders in my soup. Bilgemuck. Where are you, Bilgemuck? There's a deer. Great. Well, I hope this thing eats hawker. I'm gonna be mad if it does not. Truly. What a waste of time. But I suppose if our actions here can avert violence between the skull and the Reeklings, it would be good, right? Well, Mr. Bilgemuck, let us chat, shall we? Hello, how are you? I've come to you with some hawker meat. Well, look at that. You like this, right? Good. Come now. Here we go. One foot in front of the other. Ready? Hike. March. March, march. Is he coming? Oh, God, yes. He's coming. I just want him to follow me like a nice, gigantic boar. To get gored in the ass. That would be awful. Everybody knows we academics like to sit. Right? Yeah, there. Wait. Not too fast. Just nice and easy now. Nice and easy. Mr. Whack, your people are gathering here outside. They seem very excited about our approach. Come walk with me, Mr. Whack. You could be the returning hero with Bilgemuck. Come, I want you to get some revenge. Come on, please. This is your moment. All right. And where's your boss? Are you like lieutenant or something? That's why you get a mask? Honestly, I feel like your color really isn't that far off theirs. I don't understand what all the fuss is. All right. All right, Your Grace. I have brought you Bilgemuck. He is outside with your people. There you go.
Go find Bilgemuck.
I found him.
Yontar.
I found Bilgemuck.
You strong. Help.
Oh, God. Can you talk to this man? Talk to him. I'm going to go confirm they've got Bilgemuck in hand. Oh, you know what? I bet you they have a corral. They want us to do literally everything. Come. You called me a mother what? Where... You've got a pen for this guy, I presume? Yes. Come, Bilgemuck, this way. Oh, look at that. A lovely pen. Come on. Ugh. Mr. Whack, I dare say Bilgemuck is probably the smartest one in this village at the moment. Come. Are we good now? In you go, old boy. Looking good, yes. You are a prize beast indeed. Look at you. Very good. Well, mission accomplished. Come, Mr. Whack, let's go settle up with the chief. I think it's time we brought this thing to a conclusion. You are welcome, little cretins. Again. All right.
Bilgemuck, follow you.
Oh.
Bilgemuck, no strength.
What else?
Try him stronger. You stay. Help more.
What else am I supposed to do? I brought back your prized Bilgemuck. We need to get to talking about you either vacating this place or coming to some kind of negotiation with the skull. Right?
Try him. Missing red cross. Need more. God speak. Dance. You bring red cross. We dance.
All right. What is this red grass?
Here, like this. Go pray. 2 hands of red cross. Be friend of tribe king. Wander. Gather.
Well, this is absolute ridiculous. Just... Okay, come with me, Mr. Whack. We're getting jerked around here. I think what we'll do is we're going to go to the Skull Village and we're going to talk to this Thorsten and see what he says about this whole situation. We get two sides of the story. And then we shall decide what we're going to do. All right, little man. Are you ready? I knew you would be. I'm so proud of you. I can tell by the look of you. Look at you. You are an accomplished individual. You have traveled. You have fought dragons. You have seen the world. And I'm quite sure you can kick the asses of everyone here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go talk to the Skull. We're going to find out what they need. And we are going to negotiate properly, because His Highness doesn't know the first thing about negotiation. All right? But we are going to do that in the next Tuesday live stream. What do you say? I think that sounds excellent. So, if you wouldn't mind, CouchWarrior, could you create a full save at this location? We are going to want to come back to this spot, this very spot, next time. Yeah, Marl, I can do that. Hang on. All right, I did it. You're all set. Very well. I want to thank all of you who came to view Marlevour and Mr. Whack in our prodigious adventures this evening. It was much fun. We appreciate your attendance and your attention and your loyalty to the League of Prodigious Illumination. Isn't that right, Mr. Whack? Exactly. All right. So, excellent. Thank you, CouchWarrior. You may adjourn. All right. I will do that. Bam. Takes care of that. Well, everybody, that was it for this evening. Woo! I am parched. That much lisping. What is that, 4 straight hours of lisping? Holy balls. Anyway, I want to thank you all for attending this evening. It was great fun. Let me adjust my mic. There we go. That's better, right? Yeah, it was good fun. So, who survived? A lot of people did. That was fun. I gotta say, Marl, I have the easiest time, I guess, with Marl making Marl feel sort of immersive, even in the context of a live stream. It's harder with my other characters. There are a lot of characters I have where I feel like in order to really be in character, I have to write. With Marl, the stuff just kind of happens, and I don't feel like I have to write everything down. Which I like. I think it makes it much easier for me, not feeling like I've got to write absolutely everything down in order for it to work or whatever. So I do appreciate you coming. Anybody have any questions, comments, anything like that? I'm just pretty much tapped out on doing Marl's voice for tonight, but I think that's a good place for us to stop. I wasn't really sure how deep that little quest line was. I didn't do a ton of research on it. I did enough research to figure out how I wanted to link it up with everything else. That seemed a good enough start, I guess. I'm going to adjust cameras here. That seems a little bit better. Yeah, that's better. So, yeah, I wanted to do a quick review of the schedule because those of you who are Patreon subscribers have access to all of my live streams, and I am changing up the live stream schedule a little bit. So, once again, live streams every Monday, every Tuesday, all right? And there is a schedule out there you can find it on Discord in the CouchWarrior TV text channel. You can also find it on CouchWarrior TV on YouTube. If you go to the community tab, you're going to find it there. And basically, it's a rotating bi-weekly schedule. So we have a Character Crusade podcast or 3-play live stream on Monday, right? And that one is free to everybody. Everyone can come to that one, which is followed on Tuesday by a CouchWarrior Plays live stream. And then the alternate week, we will do a Couch Creates live stream on Monday night, which will be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours long, depending on how intense the project is that we're working on. And then another CouchWarrior Plays on Tuesday. So Tuesday nights will always be CouchWarrior Plays and will always be available to everybody at $1 or more. And then those alternating Monday nights will be just for the $5 or more deals. Does that make sense? So to me, that's more of a consistent schedule, and it also gives me an opportunity to just really focus on the tutorial or workshop content rather than creating a scenario where I have to try and do, the first half of the session as a tutorial and somehow figure out how to invite everybody else into the latter half of the session for gameplay without stopping the stream and doing all kinds of weird stuff like that. I'd rather not struggle with that, so I'm just going to map it out like that, and it'll just keep alternating. So, makes sense? Cool. Does Marl still summon Aunt Millie? Well, he hasn't recently. But that Aunt Millie is still in his repertoire. So, I think we'll probably see Aunt Millie in the near future. He actually has a staff that he can use to summon Aunt Millie now. He just doesn't have in his inventory right now. It's back. It's back at the Carpathian Inn. So eventually, when we get off Solstheim, we'll probably head back to the Carpathian and see what's going on there. And it's there, so he'll have that. He's becoming much less of a spellcaster. Most of the spells he's casting now tend to be healing spells, to heal himself or to heal his companions, right? Most everything is coming from staff type magic. So, but yeah, still got that. It's still part of the deal. Yep. League of Prodigious Illumination, class of 1550. I agree. There are many 1550s in the crowd tonight, and I appreciate all of you very much. Anybody who's contributing. So it's been really wonderful. There's been some nice growth in the channel over the last couple months, which is very, very helpful. Let's see. Anything else? I can't think of anything else. So just looking forward, I'm going to be taking some time off over the next couple months. I've just been kind of working like a dog. I've accumulated probably over 160 hours of unspent vacation, which amounts to about a month of vacation. But I don't really have any real way to take vacation at the moment, so I'm probably going to be doing some staycations where I take time off and invest that time in projects and stuff like that. But I may take a bit of that time and just go and find some secluded place to disconnect for a while. But my plan is there's likely not, unless some kind of miracle happens, there's probably not going to be an episode of Featherstone releasing this weekend. It was my goal, but I still got a story blockage I'm trying to get through, and I've got time set aside on Thursday and Friday of this week to record. I've already recorded a significant amount of content that I need to start putting together, but I need to record quite a bit more to create a full episode. So unless I, by some miracle, figure that out, I probably am not going to release an episode of Featherstone this weekend. It's probably going to have to go another week before I can get through all of that. So don't be expecting that. However, I would like to do a Discord chat session on Sunday if people are available. I was thinking about sometime like, maybe 3 or 4 p.m. Central Time. So just to give you an idea of the time frame there, which I'm hoping will be reasonably convenient for those people who, are in Europe as well. Hopefully not too bad, something like that. But I'm usually working my other job on Sundays, so I don't get out of there until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So by the time I get back and get set up and get, just kind of get decompressed and all that, probably end up being about 4 p.m. Central Time. So if anybody's interested in that, certainly let me know, and I'll send out an invitation, and we'll just kind of keep it, informal, but we'll jump on and have some chatting and stuff like that. Do I feel particularly closer to Empyrean or Cimmerian, or do I enjoy them equally? I guess I enjoy them I guess I enjoy them equally, but for different reasons. I think I identify more closely with Empyrean, just, in the way he functions in the world, setting aside the whole good or evil question. The thing I like about Cimmerian is he's so dark and he's so unpredictable. His presence allows me to add a lot of kind of suspense to the story, and I love him for that. I love what he adds, and I think hopefully I can create an episode in episode 106 that really does justice to Cimmerian coming back into the world. So I like them both. I like the fiery passion of Empyrean, but I love the cold calculation and just sinister aspects of Cimmerian. So I guess I have a soft spot for both of them, and that's why we have a story that features two characters that went from a single character to a split personality to two separate entities. Is that I could never get enough of either one. If I was doing something really dark and sinister, I wanted something powerful and passionate. And, then the opposite was true as well. So I guess the grass is always greener, right? And with regard to Shadeling, I put out some Shadeling episodes. Obviously, everybody saw those. Shadeling is kind of a puzzle for me. In fact, I wanted to sort of poll people on this because the way that I play Shadeling is it's very much not conducive to live streaming. Because what I enjoy about Shadeling is I enjoy playing through the same dungeon 15 times in a row. And I will literally sit down and I'll spend, I could spend 3 or 4 hours playing Skyrim, and I might spend that time with Shadeling going through the same dungeon over and over and over and over again, with the objective being to figure out the most interesting and efficient and cool way to use those spells to clear the dungeon. That's what he's all about. And you can't figure out how to use those cool spell combos unless you absolutely try everything, right? That is not really, doesn't seem like it would be something that would be fun to watch in the context of a live stream. So I have a feeling that Shadeling's involvement in the Lorcon multiverse is going to be more as produced episodes, whereas the other characters I could conceivably live stream. I just don't see being able to live stream him. Because if you don't cut out all the chaff, then it just seems like a lot of fumbling and a big mess, right? So I think that's a character that just has to be produced. He just has to be. So I'm going to continue to probably treat him like that, I think. But the other characters, I feel like I can live stream them. I feel pretty comfortable. Not as comfortable as I do with Marl. I think I feel most comfortable with Marl and probably Vander. But I think the problem with Vander is that he's a little bit in the creative stages still, and I feel like he's not ready for prime time in that he doesn't have a really great objective. All the objectives I come up with for Vander so far have been objectives that require me to get really involved and to build mods to accommodate his goals. And that's not really the direction I want to go. I would really like it to be a bit more trouble-free, light workload to do those. Because I'm doing enough setup and that kind of bullshit with Featherstone. These characters, in order for the Lorcan multiverse thing to work, I just need to be able to play them. And Shadling is fine. I mean, he's easy to come up with objectives for. He senses power, and he goes and he senses a problem, and he goes and he fixes it, right? And now that we've got Wisp involved, we can do internal monologue with him, which makes the videos much more interesting. And it also gives us another source of attracting him to certain locations and stuff. We can use Wisp as kind of a built-in guide and all that. So, yes, I am going to treat him how I feel is best. And I think with Shadling, it's produced episodes. It's kind of weird because the episode I produced, the last one I produced with him and Wisp, was the first time since, I don't know, since 2013, where I actually recorded all the voice work after the footage was captured. So that was one of those deals where I recorded the footage, I put together the entire video, then I played through the video and did the voiceover after. And that's a technique I haven't used since 2013. So that was kind of interesting to do that. The Wisp is the King's Heart. Yes, it's the King's Heart spell, and it's King's Heart that is automatically triggered by Okado's recital. So that's how that works. And I thought about that, and I was like, well, that's kind of cool. I like how it looks like a will-o-wisp kind of thing, and what do I know of in the game that I could tie this to? And I immediately thought about Kagranzel, which has that really strange light, you know, and stuff like that. And I thought, what if that was an entity? What if they partnered up? And what if I'm saying that he's taking this entity from Kagranzel, and now it's accompanying him? And rather than being tied to the chamber in Kagranzel, what if it was able to separate itself from Kagranzel and draw power from a mobile entity as opposed to a static or stationary entity? And so in the way that I'm thinking of it, Shadling essentially becomes kind of like a mobile Kagranzel chamber, you know, that supports Wisp. So to me, that turned out pretty good. And the cool thing about it is every time the King's Heart spell kicks off, that also counts against Shadling's total spell count for the day, which allows me to sort of simulate the idea that, you know, Wisp is actually quite literally pulling power from Shadling in order to survive, in order to emerge. And what he provides in exchange is he provides healing and protection. And so they have this really cool symbiotic relationship, which I think is pretty awesome. And it also means that I can never be absolutely sure, because I can't keep count of how many times King's Heart kicks off in a session. I can never be absolutely sure how much spell capacity Shadling has, which gives him a significant and frankly really interesting vulnerability, which I like as well. So that is very cool. And I can't wait to get to the point where I can kind of show you how the layer is coming along. I'm having some texture problems with something custom I'm trying to do, but I've got somebody who's trying to help me figure that out. Once I get that figured out, then we should be in pretty good shape, and I could fold that into the story and do some stuff with it, which I think will be pretty cool. So I'm stoked about getting that done. Yeah, I like their relationship too. I think it's really interesting, and we haven't gotten into the deeper questions, right, of humanity and life. What we saw in this last one was a lot of discussion between them, kind of level setting about some certain things. We heard a lot of discussion about what it means to be immortal and mortal and what it means to take life. And you get the sense that Wisp has a slightly different idea of what the value of life is, that perhaps Wisp doesn't necessarily completely buy into Shadling's idea that death is not a big deal because all it is a change in the state of matter, right? And we know that Shadling has a certain amount of humanity left in him, but he seems to forget about that from time to time, and then he'll return to it when he's around Marl, and then when Marl leaves, he forgets it again, right? So Shadling has these kind of transient memories of what life was and what love was and all this kind of stuff, which we'll explore a little bit more. But as I see it right now in their last interaction, you almost get the impression that Wisp is more human than Shadling is, unless there's some layer of denial going on inside of Shadling that we haven't really figured out how to characterize yet or whatever. So I think that's pretty interesting. And those are deep enough thoughts, too, I think, and concepts that I can't possibly riff on those in a live stream, especially just talking to myself, right? Maybe if I was doing it with a partner or something like that, possibly. But that would definitely fall apart, too. I mean, you know, when the guys are in the room with me, everything falls apart. Everything turns into hilarity eventually, like it did last night, which was one of my probably favorite. It'll go down as one of my favorite 3-play nights so far. Just playing Indral is pretty great. So, well, I want to thank you all. It is 10:30 here. I'm going to head off to bed. I got to get up fairly early in the morning. But I want to thank you for another great Monday, Tuesday live streams. Really do appreciate it. And as always, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for helping me get the word out. And thank you for being such great participants in the community. And a big thank you to all of you who are helping to make the community so stinking awesome. I think we've seen some really cool stuff going on lately, and I'm very pleased with it. So, all right. So you guys have a great night. Get you some rest, and I will see you all probably in the community at some point tomorrow, okay? Good night, y'all. Take it easy.